Hey boys and girls, I got here a nice pair of wireless microphone system yet again from HOLLYLAND. Previously I did review a new Lark M2 microphone which I have been using throughout my videos lately, and also on all PC build time-lapses videos as ASMR source. But now I got the Lark MAX here, which is their top of the line product. 2 mics in the package, 1 receiver and studio quality sound, but not just that. Word from our sponsor and let the unboxing begin. Looking for affordable Windows or Office keys? Look no further, I got you covered. Head over to scdkey.com, pick your Windows edition, use my discount code LE25 to get a 25% on any Windows or Office products. Once you complete your order, after a few seconds you will receive your code. In Windows, go to Settings, there should be an Activate Windows prompt at the bottom. Click that, enter your code and wait for Windows to finish activation. To check the activation status, use the command prompt with the command slmgr.vbs/xpr and you should receive a notification that the machine is permanently activated. Once again, use code LE25 at scdkey.com. So, premium packaging from the get-go, a nice hard yet soft feeling carrying pouch. Inside you are getting the following items: 3.5 to 3.5mm cable, 2 angled USB-C cables which you can use to individually charge each microphone, 2 fluffy windscreens, these are used to suspend wind noises if you are in the windy situation. There is also another USB-C to A cable used to charge the complete case. Speaking of, here is the case with the complete system in it. Textured feel to the case, sturdy build of course. This is the receiver with a beautiful 1.1-inch AMOLED screen. More on the function and settings later. You are of course getting 2 wireless mics here. These look bulky but are not that heavy, believe me. They use magnets to attach to your clothes and those wind fluffy things mount easily and you get a nice little cleaning brush. Just kidding, but it reminds me of a fancy brush. So these microphones do have visible branding on them, I mean you can see it here. But you can hide this only if you stick some black electrical tape on it. On each microphone there are physical buttons. On one side there is a 3.5 microphone jack, so you can attach a lapel mic if needed, you know those little mics. A power button which also acts as a mute button if pressed twice, which will be indicated with a red light on the microphone itself. There is also a pairing button when pressed and held longer, and if pressed once it is a noise cancelling button. On the other side there is a record button, which means that each of the 2 mics has a built-in 8 GB of onboard storage for separate recording for a total of 14 hours of sound material. The recordings are saved as uncompressed WAV 24-bit 48 kHz files, and in case of larger recording sessions they are split every 30 minutes into a second file. On the bottom side there is a USB-C port which can be used to charge each microphone individually, and also pins for charging via the case. What is the coolest thing about this microphone is the Max Timber technology it uses. Max Timber technology is a multi-layer membrane microphone design that optimizes voice recording for crisp, clear results. The multi-layer acoustic structure effectively eliminates unwanted resonances, and it enhances performance with a durable mesh of superior windproof and vibration isolation features. In return, this allows this microphone to record with 48 kHz sampling rate, 24-bit depth and a very nice 70 dB signal to noise ratio and 128 dB max SPL. The Lark MAX also utilizes digital sound processing, or DSP for short. It's a technology to significantly enhance audio signal quality and reduce unwanted noise and interference. You can also turn this off and record completely flat, untouched sound, since DSP will basically artificially apply EQ to your voice. The Lark MAX utilizes advanced environmental noise cancelling technology to detect and minimize surrounding noise, ensuring that the audio quality remains crystal clear and distortion-free even in loud recording environments. It is user-friendly, allowing you to easily turn the ENC mode on and off from the transmitter or receiver with just a touch of a button, which we will of course test right now. I am running a noisy coffee shop on my speakers right now, and this is how it sounds without the active noise cancellation enabled. You can hear the background noises, I hope. So let me just... So this is the noisy environment. But if we activate the noise cancellation, beep, it should suppress these sounds now, but I don't know. And this is how it sounds with the environmental noise cancellation enabled. You can check it I mean, it's indicated by this green light here, so I hope it sounds okay. The noise cancellation will add a little distortion to the voice, but trust me, it's a much better than a ruined recording with all that noise in the background. In ideal conditions, batteries on these can run up to 9 hours, but you can also use the USB-C cables to charge them and still use them at the same time. The charging case supplies around 22 hours of recording time with a single full charge in ideal conditions. And by ideal conditions, I mean that you are closer to the receiver because you can be far away up to 820 feet or 250 meters and still have a clear signal. Of course, the further you are away, batteries will deplete quicker. The receiver also has a rugged design to it. It has a 3.5 headphone output on one side with USB-C port, which can be used either for charging but also to connect the receiver to any Android device or an iPhone or iPad, but also to your Mac or PC, which gives this system a wide array of devices on which it can operate. On the other side, there is a power button and a 3.5mm jack for camera connection. There is a really nice and handy AMOLED screen in the front and a dial which you can use to control everything. If rotated, it's a classic volume dial, but if you press it, it will enter the menu through which you can navigate by rotating the dial, and you go back by touching the circle button on the screen. The main menu includes the recording mode, where you can choose stereo or mono mode, and safety track as well, where you will get one channel recorded at a set volume and another channel at a slightly lower volume in case you go louder at some point, so you can restore those parts of the recording. The next item is the microphone setting, where you can set microphone gain or volume of each microphone individually, auto record option. You can also enable stop recording lock so that if rec is pressed, you can't accidentally turn it off. Auto off feature does what it says, turn off the mic after 15 minutes if there is nothing going on, or never if you set it to that. LED brightness refers to the brightness of the little LED on the microphone itself, not the screen here. And in the storage you can see how many of it you have left, and you can format it as well. The next item on the main menu is the phone speaker. Basically, this will allow your phone to play everything through their speakers in case you have the microphone connected to the phone. It's the same thing as the Lark M2 has. The next item of the main menu is the EQ, where you can choose between the hi-fi preset, which will boost frequencies together to give you a more dynamic sounding recording. The low cut will cut bassier frequencies in your voice or something like a running fan or air condition in the background, while the vocal boost will boost higher frequencies of your voice. In the settings menu you can pair the mics, but mine are already paired. You can set the brightness of the AMOLED screen, you can upgrade the firmware, set the date and time, as well as the language, which is only limited to either English or Chinese. You can do the factory reset and see info about the current firmware as well. That sums up the menu functionality of the receiver. You can also lock it if you hold the power button for a second or two, so no accidental touches can occur. But here is more. If you press on each of the two mic windows on the screen itself, it will open individual settings for the microphones, so you can enable ENC from here, mute the mic, or start the recording, I mean the onboard recording of each microphone. All of the things you just did will be displayed on the screen. The ENC will have a wavy logo above the mic, and the recording will be marked with a little red dot. And remaining recording time also. The S letter signifies that the recording is in the stereo mode. So far, everything about this microphone system is awesome, and it actually is. Sound quality is excellent given the fact that this is a small wireless microphone system. Onboard recording functionality paired with a safety track feature gives you a redundant recording option, so pretty much you can't make mistakes even if you wanted to. The active noise cancellation is doing its job. I mean, it eliminates most of the background noises, could be helpful at events and similar occasions. And for me personally, the only drawback I see here are the mics themselves, I mean the size. Since trying out the Lark M2 and that amazing button-sized microphone, this really seems bulky, but given the fact that the sound quality is twice as better, I don't mind it at all. Not even the price, which is around 250, which is lower compared to the DJI or Rode, which are the main competitors here. Unfortunately, I don't have DJI or Rode to show you the differences, but who knows, if you sub to the channel, like and share the video, I might be able to show you that in another video. So, until then, see you.